It was incredibly painful, and he was acting like it was nothing.
Once people decided that the lawsuit was referring to Meek Mill, these rumors started to circulate about his possible involvement.
No question. This may just be the first celebrity domino, and
I don't know what's going on.
Wow,
there.
they found Kendrick and Wifey.
Nigga, no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard?
Talk that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
Diddy's lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, is once again speaking out and pushing for bail after explosive footage surfaced allegedly showing Diddy contact with Meek Mill. The leaked video has sent shockwaves through the public, with Meek Mill reportedly scrambling to remove it from the spotlight. Sources claim he has even gone as far as offering a $100,000 reward to anyone who can identify the individual responsible for leaking the footage.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
But going back to the lawsuits, one of those plaintiffs that has sued Combs was Rodney Little Rod Jones, a music producer who apparently worked with Combs on his latest album called Love. Jones says he lived with Combs for a year and witnessed what he claimed was not only debauchery, but also illegal activity. In his lawsuit, Jones names some very well-known celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr., who he claims sexually assaulted him on a yacht that Combs had rented for a holiday cruise in 2022. Other celebrities' names are redacted from the suit. For example, the lawsuit reads, quote, rapper redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht consorting with underage girls, sex workers. Then in a footnote, it says he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, based on that, online sleuths quickly deduced that that suit was likely talking about Meek Mill. He dated Nicki Minaj for a couple of years between 2015 and 2017, and he was her opening act on a world tour. Once people decided that the lawsuit was referring to Meek Mill, these rumors started to circulate about his possible involvement or participation in Combs' activities.
Philadelphia rapper Meek Mill has found himself in the spotlight amid his connection to Diddy's ongoing lawsuit as fans and insiders begin to uncover the layers of their relationship. Speculation has grown, with industry figures like 50 Cent, Big Homie CC, and DJ Academics adding fuel to the fire. Word on the street suggests that Diddy and Meek Mill were romantically involved, a rumor that many in the industry allegedly knew about. This relationship is now being thrust into the public eye due to Meek Mill's association with Diddy. Reports claim their connection dates back to the early 2000s when Diddy first took Meek Mill shopping, marking the start of their close bond.
Because I just say...
Nah, but you got close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, you see, now Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop.
Shit.
This is really happening. I'm just saying to you. No, stop. Stop it, man. Just set that up. Look, you set that up. He's in the same shirt.
What do you mean he's in the same shirt?
I honestly was not offended by what I was offended by. This is what I'm saying, bro. You go, I'm like, nah, it was odd. Like, this is some of the things that people say. Like, guys may say to a girl, you know, like, let me take a shot. See?
Damn.
They found it that quick.
What do you think is happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on.
Wow,
there.
they found Kendrick and Wifey.
Yo, Sa, what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we
Yo,
playing
Sa.
out this motherfucker.
Let's
Real
go.
life.
Real life.
Yeah,
shit,
nigga,
bro.
no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today, and I'm proud of that.
Then in a footnote, it says he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, based on that, online sleuths quickly deduced that that suit was likely talking about Meek Mill. He dated Nicki Minaj for a couple of years between 2015 and 2016.
Told you that Meek Mill's life wasn't as glamorous as it seemed. Behind the hits, the wealth, and the fame lies a story of manipulation, blackmail, and industry secrets too dark to ignore. Meek just admitted something that could shake hip-hop to its core. He was forced and blackmailed by none other than Diddy. From cryptic social media posts to leaked audio recordings, the picture is becoming clearer. Meek Mill isn't just a rapper caught in the industry's web, he's a man fighting to reclaim his freedom. And the deeper we dig, the more disturbing it gets. This all started when Diddy's story broke, and people were quick to call him out. But Meek took a different stance. Instead of distancing himself, he called out those who were distancing themselves, claiming they were the ones with something to hide. He even argued that the allegations against Diddy were mere stories and shouldn't have led to his immediate arrest. To show support for his fellow black man, he even wished Puff well while he was put in jail. But let's be real, such a public show of support for someone disgraced like that makes us wonder if there's more going on beneath the surface. This brings us to the elephant in the room: Meek Mill and Diddy's rumored relationship. In a resurfaced clip, when Diddy is asked about allegations of being attracted to men or women, he gives a cryptic answer, saying it depends on his mood or vibe. But when asked about his relationship with Meek Mill, Diddy avoids giving a straight answer, saying, "I can't tell you that." It's strange, right? If there was nothing to hide, why couldn't he just say yes or no? Perhaps he was too sure there was something to hide. Diddy isn't just a music mogul. He's a power player with influence that extends far beyond the music industry. He's been known to wield power in ways that blur the lines of mentorship and manipulation. Don't forget it took him 3 decades to pay his artist royalties, but he settled Cassie's lawsuit in just 24 hours. Sounds guilty, doesn't it? And then there are his infamous parties, a world where allegiances are brokered and the price of entry could cost more than just to 2014, when Diddy threw an ostentatious party in a Parisian palace for Meek Mill's 27th birthday. On the surface, it looked like a magnanimous gesture, a hip-hop king celebrating his protege. But it begs the question, why was Diddy hosting such a lavish bash, renting a venue for a whopping $25,000 for 24 hours for Meek, an artist not even directly under his label? Was it generosity, or was there a deeper strategy at play? The whispers and rumors that followed suggest the latter, making us wonder what strings might have been attached to that gilded celebration. It seemed like just another over-the-top celebration, but the aftermath? Oh, it was messy, literally and figuratively. According to leaked reports from the property manager, the party left behind broken bottles, used protection, and even razor blades. And let's not forget those mysterious smoke detectors Diddy insisted on installing. Remember, the feds had been hinting about alleged cameras in Diddy's homes, so it wouldn't be far-fetched to speculate that hidden cameras were involved. They arrived as Diddy's special delivery and were dismantled afterward. Was he tagging the evidence with him? Now, fast forward to Meek's words, "I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today." These words hint at a struggle far deeper than just societal challenges. Speculation is rife that he was referring to Diddy, subtly acknowledging the control and manipulation he had to resist. This fight wasn't just about growing his career, it was a personal battle to break free from an oppressive force. This leads us to the eerie details of their interactions, like the aftermath of the Parisian party with its questionable remnants and mysterious smoke detectors, painting a chilling picture of what might have really gone down. Fast forward a few years, and Meek's erratic behavior, from cryptic posts to hiring investigators, suggests the toll these allegations have taken on him. A desperate cry for freedom. Meek's behavior started raising eyebrows as he began posting erratic tweets, beefing with industry peers, and even shading people he once called friends. Fans couldn't help but wonder if the rumors surrounding Diddy's wild parties and alleged blackmail were weighing on Meek's mental health. But that wasn't all. Meek even claimed he was hiring private investigators to clear his name from these allegations, dropping a $100,000 price tag just to prove he wasn't involved in Diddy's so-called freak-offs. That's not something you hear every day. Then came the audio recordings. Alleged videos between Meek and Diddy started circulating online, adding even more fuel to the fire.
King son, man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Fans were quick to notice how the timing of these leaks seemed to align perfectly with Meek's increasingly erratic online behavior, raising more than a few eyebrows. It wasn't just the damning audio clips making the rounds. Old videos and pictures started resurfacing, each one more suspicious than the last. Take, for example, the photo of Meek and Diddy posing in matching outfits. They didn't look like colleagues, they looked more like a power couple trying to keep things low-key. Naturally, the internet had a field day with it, dissecting every detail and speculating about what it could mean. Then there's the leaked audio of Meek ordering a dildo on Amazon. It didn't take long before fans started connecting the dots, especially after an emotional piece where Meek seemed to be pleading for forgiveness for what he did with Diddy. The cryptic lyrics had fans speculating faster than ever. Was he confessing? Apologizing? Either way, the track felt too raw, too specific to ignore as mere coincidence. Let's be real, it's highly unlikely, almost as if the layers of this story are peeling back one by one, and what's underneath is more disturbing than anyone could have imagined. Things really took a turn when Diddy's former producer, L. Rod, dropped a bombshell lawsuit. In the court documents, he accused Diddy of serious wrongdoing. And get this, he even named Meek Mill as one of the victims. While Meek hasn't directly addressed these claims, his actions speak volumes. He unfollowed Diddy on Instagram, distanced himself publicly, and even offered $100,000 for information linking him to the case. Lil Rod's allegations have caused fans to connect even more dots. He claimed Diddy bragged about being intimate with multiple men in the industry, and while some names were redacted in the lawsuit, fans pieced together enough clues to believe Meek might be one of them. If that's not enough to make your jaw drop, Lil Rod also hinted that Diddy promised Grammys in exchange for favors. Speaking of Grammys, let's talk about the power Diddy allegedly wields. Lil Rod claimed in his lawsuit that Diddy promised industry recognition to those who played along with his agenda. For Meek, the promise of a Grammy was dangled like a carrot. While there's no hard evidence that Meek agreed to any such deal, the very notion raises eyebrows about how deep these power dynamics run. What makes this even spookier is Diddy's infamous control over live TV. Remember the BET Awards incident when Diddy refused to let the show cut to commercial? If he can pull strings like that on live television, what else is he capable of behind the scenes? If things couldn't get darker, Meek recently revealed details about a near-fatal car accident. While he didn't outright blame Diddy, fans couldn't help but speculate. Could this have been a warning? Meek has been vocal about feeling targeted, especially with all the allegations swirling around, and with Diddy's history of alleged intimidation tactics, nothing seems off the table. But what's worse, Diddy's son's reaction to Meek Mill's revelations? Well, it added another layer to the drama. When Meek's candid post stirred speculation, Justin Combs chimed in with a cryptic response using a facepalm emoji and a simple SMH. Meanwhile, Justin's possessive tone is sparking questions about his perceived authority over Meek. Could this entitlement stem from the unsettling allegations of their relationship or something deeper? What's clear is that Meek needs help. His near-death experience, cryptic posts, and erratic behavior suggest a man unraveling under immense pressure. All of this drama seems to have taken a massive toll on Meek's mental health. Meek has admitted to feeling isolated and betrayed by someone he once looked up to. In a recent tweet, he even called out the media for pushing what he called a bad campaign against him. Offering $100,000 for an investigative team to clear his name isn't just a PR move. It's a desperate attempt to regain control of his narrative. But to make things worse, Meek's actions have raised more questions than answers. From following questionable accounts on social media to cryptic posts about loyalty and betrayal, it's clear he's battling more than just public scrutiny. In one emotional revelation, Meek addressed how these rumors were impacting his family, sharing that his 12-year-old son was confused by the allegations. "People saying his dad is gay is sick," he stated, exposing the deeply personal fallout. Meek Mill's story isn't just about celebrity gossip, it's a cautionary tale about the dark side of fame and power in the music industry. As more allegations come to light, one thing is clear: Meek is fighting for his reputation, his peace, and maybe even his life. What do you think about all this? Is Meek finally breaking free from the industry's toxic grip, or is this just the beginning of a much bigger battle? Diddy's name has been surfacing more frequently than the so-called classy hip-hop mogul would like. With a decades-old rumor resurfacing and lawsuits being filed, the drama around him is unfolding in ways that are more explosive than anything we've seen before. This situation is turning out to be messier than the antics of Blueface and his crew. No shade intended. As we try to make sense of the situation, we must keep an eye on all the clues that are starting to surface.
But they can't control me.
Now, it's been a while since Kanye made headlines, but his recent behavior and new relationship have certainly raised eyebrows. Before all the latest drama, though, we need to look back at the timeline of events that have brought Diddy, Meek Mill, and Kanye into the same conversation, though it's definitely not for any collaboration, if that's what you're thinking. A recent lawsuit filed by producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones against Diddy included serious allegations that Diddy has a history of offering favors for favors in exchange for industry success. The lawsuit even hinted that Diddy may have received these favors from male musicians, which further complicates the already controversial narrative surrounding him. Upon taking a closer look at the accusations in the latest lawsuit, fans have found some descriptions that appear to point directly to certain figures, although they aren't named explicitly. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy spoke about having sexual relations with two high-profile individuals. One of these was a Philadelphia rapper who had previously dated Nicki Minaj, and the other performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. With these clues, fans have speculated that Meek Mill could be one of the individuals being referenced. Meek Mill has vehemently denied the accusations, calling out blogs for spreading false information. However, the damage seems to have already been done, with many fans criticizing his response. Some believe Meek is avoiding directly confronting the serious nature of the allegations, especially considering the lawsuit it comes from, and others have pointed out his apparent unwillingness to fully denounce the claims. This situation also reminded fans of a previous incident involving Kanye West, who laughed off accusations related to Meek Mill during a discussion with WAC 100 back in 2022. Fans are now drawing parallels between Kanye's reaction and Meek's, wondering if Meek is downplaying the severity of the situation instead of addressing it directly. Kanye resurfaced during a Clubhouse chat with WAC 100, where he launched into a rant about various rap figures, suggesting they were sent after him as part of some sort of contract. This conversation later shifted to a more personal topic, as Kanye discussed his daughter North, claiming she was allegedly being hidden from him. By the end of the recording, the tone of the conversation took a dramatic turn. Kanye went from expressing anger to laughing hysterically, which seemed to add an unsettling layer to his already erratic behavior. This moment has left fans wondering about the mental and emotional state of the rapper, especially given the gravity of the subjects he was addressing. During the Clubhouse chat, WAC 100 mentioned that Meek Mill might have been one of the people sent after Kanye, prompting Kanye to laugh uncontrollably. He questioned why anyone would think Meek Mill could confront him, emphasizing how little he valued Meek, and suggesting that Meek may be under the control of someone else, potentially Diddy. This remark could have been Kanye subtly hinting at the behind-the-scenes dynamics, especially concerning Diddy's influence over Meek. Kanye's disdain for Diddy became even more apparent during his infamous 2022 rant phase, where he openly clashed with the music mogul. After Kanye made headlines by announcing his support for the White Lives Matter movement, Diddy allegedly tried to intervene by reaching out to Kanye, attempting to get him under control. Kanye took to social media to expose their conversations, showcasing how he believed Diddy was working to disrupt his business deals and silence him under pressure from Jewish leaders. This exchange highlighted the tense relationship between the two and Kanye's increasing paranoia over external forces trying to control his narrative. The potential arrests are expected to send shockwaves through Hollywood, bringing much-needed attention to a long-standing culture of misconduct in the industry. This issue has persisted for decades, with even veteran actors like Tom Hanks speaking out about the prevalence of individuals like Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. The discussion highlights the pervasive fear and silence in Hollywood, where both women and men hesitate to speak out. Women are often afraid to voice their concerns due to the risk of being blacklisted, while men remain silent either from the same fear or because they believe it's simply the way the system operates. There are individuals who argue that this is just how the industry functions, that the power dynamics are the foundation of success. However, complicity is equally harmful, as those who are aware of these practices and choose to ignore or justify them are also responsible for maintaining this broken system. With 36 civil lawsuits now on the way and Tony Busby outlining the abuse that occurred in Hollywood due to Diddy and his alleged co-conspirators, it seems like justice may finally be served. The accusations against Diddy are especially disturbing, involving minors as young as 7 years old. The silence surrounding Diddy's power and the leverage he held over minors was reportedly supported by people like Moore and Usher, who are said to have used their influence to facilitate these abuses, contributing to a culture of misconduct in Hollywood. As a result, some celebrities like Ellen DeGeneres have already moved abroad, with others like Ashton Kutcher preparing to testify. The looming legal battles, tapes, and testimonies have left many worried about the potential fallout. This case could expose a long-hidden network of power, privilege, and abuse that has persisted for decades, shedding light on troubling practices within the industry.
It was incredibly painful, and he was acting like it was nothing.
Once people decided that the lawsuit was referring to Meek Mill, these rumors started to circulate about his possible involvement.
No question. This may just be the first celebrity domino, and
I don't know what's going on.
Wow, they
Like
found
that.
Kendrick and wifey.
Nigga, no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah.
TMZ, it was reported that the U.S. Attorney's Office is actively investigating those who might be involved, stating that if individuals were connected to the case, they would likely receive a call. Authorities are expected to seek information from them and may even ask them to serve as witnesses. The statement emphasized that this case is just beginning to unfold, and the full scope of who will be impacted and involved is still being revealed.